The distress beacon pierced through subspace like a dying star's final scream. Elena's fingers trembled over the communications console as she watched the Zelthari warships encircle their research vessel, the Luminous Hope. 23 crew members. 5 functional weapons. 0 chance of survival. Signal sent, she whispered, her violet eyes reflecting the crimson emergency lights. The Confederation should receive it in 4 hours. Adam gripped the pilot's chair, his knuckles white against the synthetic leather. Through the viewport, the insectoid Zelthari dreadnoughts moved with predatory grace, their weapons charging with an ominous green glow. 4 hours we don't have. They're preparing to board. The Zelthari had been explicit in their demands. Surrender the quantum research data or be atomized. The data represented 15 years of work, a potential revolution in faster-than-light travel. But more importantly, it represented hope for the outer colonies trapped behind enemy lines and starving. Elena's console chirped. An incoming transmission. Pray things of the soft world. The translator rendered the Zelthari commander's chittering into something approximating speech. You have 1 rotation to comply. Your fragile bodies will make excellent specimens for our biological archives. The transmission cut off. Adam's jaw clenched. Specimens. They're not even going to give us a quick death. The Confederation will come. Elena insisted, though her voice wavered. She'd seen the casualty reports from the border wars. The Confederation's response times were measured in days, sometimes weeks. They were a bureaucracy, not a cavalry. 3 hours passed in agonizing tension. The crew huddled in the common area, sharing what might be their final moments. Elena sat beside Adam, their shoulders touching, a small comfort in the void. I'm sorry I dragged you into this, she murmured. You could have stayed on Earth, taken that university position. Adam smiled, sad but genuine. And miss watching you revolutionize physics? Not a chance, Doc, the console screamed. Not the Confederation's encrypted channel, something else. Something broadcasting on old military frequencies that hadn't been used since the Unification Wars. This is the UESN Indomitable, responding to distress beacon Echo 779er. Identify yourself and sit tight. Cavalry's coming. Elena's breath caught. UESN, United Earth Space Navy. But that was impossible. Earth had been classified as a death world, its inhabitants too volatile, too aggressive for the peaceful Confederation. Humanity had been quarantined, their warships decommissioned, their soldiers scattered, or so everyone thought. They actually came, Adam breathed. The Deathworlders actually came. The Zelthari detected them first. Their formation broke, warships wheeling to face the new threat. Through the viewport, reality tore, not the gentle shimmer of conventional FTL, but a violent ripping of space-time itself. The human fleet emerged like ancient gods of war, 12 dreadnoughts, their hulls scarred from 100 battles, bristling with weapons that the Confederation had banned as excessively destructive. Fighter craft swarmed from their bays like angry hornets. And at the center, the Indomitable, a ship so massive it briefly eclipsed the system's star. Zelthari vessels, a new voice crackled over open channels. You have 30 seconds to withdraw, or we introduce you to human negotiations. The Zelthari commander's response was predictable. Weapons fire. Brilliant green lances of plasma that could melt through standard military shielding like butter. The human ships didn't even bother to dodge. Point defense systems obliterated the incoming fire with casual precision. Then the humans returned fire, and Elena understood why the galaxy feared Deathworlders. Kinetic artillery. Tungsten rods accelerated to relativistic speeds, punched through Zelthari shields and hulls like they were paper. Railguns spoke with thunderous authority, and when one Zelthari dreadnought attempted to ram the Indomitable, the human ship simply reversed thrust and rammed back, its reinforced prow crumpling the enemy vessel like an empty can. It wasn't a battle. It was an extermination. Within minutes, the Zelthari fleet was debris. The survivors fled in terror, their distress signals painting the humans as demons, monsters, the very nightmares the galaxy had always suspected lived on that forbidden world. The Indomitable docked with the Luminous Hope with surprising gentleness. The airlock cycled and a squad of human marines entered, not in the ceremonial uniforms of the Confederation, but in battle-scarred armor that had seen real war. Their commander removed her helmet. She was young, perhaps 30. with eyes that had seen too much death and a scar running down her left cheek. Commander Sarah Chen, UESN, she introduced herself. Sorry about the wait. We were 3 systems over when we caught your SOS. You came, Elena said stupidly, but Earth was quarantined. The Confederation quarantined us because we scared them, Chen interrupted, not unkindly. But funny thing about cages, they only work if the prisoner respects them. We've been running black ops throughout the sector for years, protecting colonies the Confederation abandoned, fighting battles they wouldn't. Adam stepped forward. Why risk it? Chen's smile was fierce. Because we're human. Because when someone sends an SOS, you answer it. Because we come from a death world where every day is a fight for survival, and that taught us something the galaxy forgot. You don't abandon your own. She handed Elena a data chip. Encrypted coordinates. Safe houses, supply depots, fleet positions. You've got friends now. Friends who don't hide behind bureaucracy when people need help. The Confederation will find out, Elena warned. Let them, Chen replaced her helmet. Let the whole galaxy know. Humanity's not in a cage anymore. And if you're in trouble, if you're outgunned and surrounded and hope is dying, send that SOS. Because somewhere in the black, a Deathworlder will hear it. The Marines withdrew. The Indomitable and her fleet vanished as violently as they'd arrived, tearing back into subspace. Elena looked at Adam, still processing what had happened. The galaxy had tried to lock away humanity, to hide the Deathworlders from civilized space. But Deathworlders, she realized, don't stay caged, and thank the stars for that. And